Stadium in beautiful Boca Raton, Florida. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Appalachian State Mountaineers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, App State's head coach told me pregame he has been warning his team all week about this game. Both teams undefeated to start this season, and he believes the difference will be who can execute the best. He believes that his team and his quarterback have the confidence and composure to compete well in this environment. I'll keep you posted on how well they're communicating down here on the field. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Florida Atlantic about to put toe to leather and get this thing started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll start on the ground with Durham. There he goes. Past the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Let's see what he can do with the return. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Straight ahead, it's Bernard. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. These two teams both coming on a run, playing their best football of the season and hoping to continue on and get into the top 25.
Yeah, it's nice, man, when you get that roll going. You start to create some momentum, create some belief. You know, listen, you're not ranked, but you're earning that respect throughout the season. Palmer, I think now at this point, they're probably going to climb into the rankings, and who knows what they can do.
I agree that both of these teams came in here with a lot of confidence, and they knew that they were going to have to play right down to the wire to pull out this W. And now, for them to win this game in this kind of environment, open up some eyes around the country, it's huge to continue to build that confidence.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
He gets it oh so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. They'll go with Peoples. Across the 45. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's a really good job on 4th down, man. The running back knowing where he needed to get. But how about the defense? They sell out, bring all those bodies up. If you make one of those guys miss, a lot of time with all those guys near the line of scrimmage, it can lead to a big play. New set of downs for this offense.
Just had to get rid of him.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Haley. Finds his target.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's 4th down.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Look out! Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on 4th down.
First play of this drive. Out wide right, it's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence, everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And David, one of these 2 teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Mountaineers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Catches it at the 15. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Haley. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Touchdown, Mountaineers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Here's James Peoples to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. Trying to squeak through the pile. And it looks as if Florida Atlantic will have enough for the 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. To throw, it's Haley. They're all over him. Just gets rid of that one.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple weeks.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyler. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, the defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
2nd and long here. They'll give it to People. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
3rd and 7. Changing the routes with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. He'll take the deep shot. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Durham. Oh, he's got some space. just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to Caden Durham. Might have a chance. Past the 20. All the way. Touchdown, App State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, bro.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to throw, it's Haley. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He gets a block. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Stealing a score on special teams. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Right side, it's Peoples. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Looking downfield, it's Haley. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Got it down the field. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Peoples. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick give. It's Bernard. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Owls! They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the tight end. On the ground, it's Hall. They push it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the backfield, it's Hudson. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage. And
he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. A give, running right, it's Peoples. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Rides to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Owls want to move quickly. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Third and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Haley. Lets it fly. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Back's got it on the screen. Got room at the 35. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A lot of urgency for this offense. Drops back on first down. Looking left. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Trying to beat the D deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Here's a give to Durham. Got enough for the first down. He's loose down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the UNLV Rebels taking on the number 3 team, the BYU Cougars. And it's UNLV coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
Rush is on. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
No room to bring it back. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. They'll start on the ground with Durham. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, he's loose. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field,
touchdown, Owls! Made the grab and took it on into the score. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Handoff, Caden Durham. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. And the Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Running inside, it's Durham. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Mountaineers send out the punt unit. Trying to get started. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Florida Atlantic offense ready to go to work. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll give it to people. They were all over it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Makes a move. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Mountaineers offense coming onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The fake and wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Mountaineers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
We've reached a break, and Appalachian State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Got it behind the line, it's Durham. Good, strong tackle. The Mountaineers want to crank the tempo. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. The give to Caden Durham. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Dialed up the fake. He's looking to throw. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Appalachian State comes out onto the field to get the drive started. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Coleman's got it on the right side. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Mountaineers have moved it inside the 20. Running the red zone, it's Durham. Touchdown, App State! And the punishment has been extended. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He's dropped.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Moves the pocket. It's Haley. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Making his first move. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. The handoff. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
There he goes. The 30. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Hall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Here's a give to Durham. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Could be an alley. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone as he's run out of bounds at the 7.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
The give on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Here's Durham. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march the ball 51 yards for the score and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Haley. Out wide left, it's Tyler. You'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Great job by the quarterback bouncing back. Just got sacked the previous play. Now all of a sudden it's second and long, and everybody knows you're going to be throwing it. But he comes right back. He stays in the pocket. He's staring down the field. He's not letting the rush affect him. He finds his open guy. He gets the completion. It's not a first down, but now you're set up third and short. This all of a sudden looking pretty good for the offense.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's going to take off. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that third down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the first, and they keep this drive alive.
Oh, pressure's coming. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Gonna run it. It's Bernard.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Haley. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. No good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge.
Well, it was certainly straight enough, just not long enough. Not enough leg strength.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation.